Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Do you have any people that you know, but you only see them once a year? Do you have those relationships, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, one of the once a year group of people that I used to meet was at like 11:30, 11:40 on the evening of April 15th. I would go to the post office and wait till the last possible moment and get and the post office was so good here in Ocala. I don't know if I haven't done this in years, but they would actually be open. You could hand them your tax return, and they would make sure that it got the postmark on it, so you wouldn't get in trouble. And everybody who owed taxes always waited till the last possible minute, because the longer you can make the government wait for their money.
Exactly.
Ken Hevert, I hope I'm saying his name right, is on the phone. He's the senior vice president at Fidelity Investments. He's going to talk to us about the 2016 tax deadlines and strategies to keep on track with retirement goals. Good morning, Ken. How are you?
I'm terrific. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good. First of all, how did I do on your last name?
You did fantastic. It sounded great.
Oh, good. Hevert. Okay, excellent. And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Boston.
From Boston. All right. Well, is the snow still on the ground?
In the shade, we still have about 4 inches of snow. So
Isn't that crazy?
The sun is nice and strong, but if you're looking at it on a golf course, some places you'll see a lot of snow, other places you'll see nice and green. So
isn't that something?
We got a bit of snow on Monday.
Well, I don't know if you realize we're in Florida, and while you might want to be here, there was a part of me that was jealous. I wanted to be there. So, yeah.
I do know you're in Florida, and I am envious of your weather.
As we enter into our older years, and we are in our retirement years, how does that change our income tax time? How does that change? And this year it's April 18th, right? Right? Am I right about that? Not the 15th?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. For those of us who have been around in making our friends in the post office, we always think of April 15th. But it's April 18th this year. And, the good news is that, years ago when I first got into this business, 25 plus years ago, when people were trying to, make that last minute IRA contribution for the prior year. So just so you and your listeners, remember, you can make a prior year contribution for tax year 2015 up until the deadline of this year.
Oh, wow.
And, people would be lining up, outside of the door trying to drop off a check. Now, the great news is that so much of this can be done, electronically. You can do it over your smartphone. You can, write a check and do a mobile check deposit. So, good news is that we don't have to get in our car and drive downtown and drop off a check somewhere. So you can do it much more efficiently.
Right. Can we just go to a tax preparer, and they could do it all for us too, right? An accountant or somebody like that, or even a banker sometimes, right?
What a tax advisor or a tax preparer would be able to help you figure out is how much, if any, of your IRA contribution is deductible. In fact, Fidelity Investments could help somebody figure that out. Banks offer IRAs. One of the things that, we find is very, very important, and you sort of mentioned particularly, people who are sort of in that, kind of home stretch or ready to start turbocharging.
Yeah.
One of the things that's very, very important is that regardless of how people are feeling about the stock market or the financial markets or the global markets today, is that being able to invest in a diversified portfolio over the long term is what's going to help you build up the nest egg. Okay. And so a lot of people may feel like, well, I'm a little bit nervous about the stock market. I'm just going to put my money into cash. The challenge there is that, number one, not only are you missing out on opportunities to kind of grow that nest egg, you're putting yourself in a situation where, you can almost guarantee that you're losing buying power when you retire because of inflation. And so these are our few opportunities while we're still working to build up a nest egg that can keep pace with inflation and that will allow us to take advantage of the good years and the good days in the stock market while they happen.
All right.
It seemed like years ago, certificates of deposit had a higher percentage rate than they do now. Are people still investing in CDs?
People are definitely still investing in CDs, but it's not their only investment. And so what I mean by that is, people recognize that it's okay to have a mix of things like CDs and money market funds and bonds, but you also need equities in order to really be able to grow your portfolio over the long term. Another reason people use something like a CD now is because they want to make sure that they put the money into their IRA, and then what people will do is gradually move that money into the stock market. So people are definitely using CDs. They're using them, more strategically and not as their sole investment. Because again, we're in an interest rate environment that is a lot lower than what most people would have expected, and that does not help protect against inflation over the long term.
Oh.
We have a caller calling in. Let's take that call. Let me go to this. Wasn't looking up at the computer. Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air with Ken Hevert.
Yes, good morning. Good morning. I would sort of make a shout out to all of those in federal civil service or the armed forces to get yourself to the maximum involved with the thrift savings plan, which is an excellent retirement savings device.
Okay, so that's
just my little 2 cents here.
All right,
have a good day.
Appreciate that. So there are certain things that veterans have access to, Ken, that the non-veterans don't have?
Well, there's a range of retirement savings programs. Some are, as this gentleman pointed out, that are offered by the government. Some are offered by to teachers in the higher education space, healthcare space, private pensions, and private 401ks. I think what's most important about the caller's point is to be knowledgeable about the savings programs that are available to you and to take advantage of them. Because if you're not taking advantage of them, you're losing out on some very unique benefits, and those benefits are really designed to help all of us get to a place at retirement where we've got more financial security. So there are a range of programs available, and it really should be up to the individual to make sure you're taking advantage of those things.
Yeah, really. The more you are on top of this, the better off you'll be as you get deeper into your retirement years, for sure. So the bottom line is we want to make sure the listeners can get the information that will answer their questions, because if you call me, I'm not going to know the answers. So do you have a website we can go to? Is it fidelity.com?
It's fidelity.com, but we actually created fidelity.com/IRA for people who are really trying to figure out, what are my choices, what are my options, how can I invest, how can I get this done quickly. That's an IRA center that will make the job much easier for people.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much for taking your time today, Ken, to get us in touch with this. It's hard to believe we're paying taxes in just, 2 weeks now?
I know, yeah.
2 weeks. Wow. Ken, stay warm. Well, it sounds like it's warm. It's just got snow in the shade, so... Thank you.
It's not warm either. It's like 37 degrees.
Oh, is it? Okay, well, take some of that money you put away and come to Florida. Thank you, Ken. That was funny.
Okay, guys. Thanks so much.
We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Wednesday, more sunshine than clouds, high 74 to 79. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a shower in spots late, low 59 to 64. Thursday, partial sunshine with a passing shower. Quite breezy with a high of 80 to 84. Nice on Friday with lots of sun and a high of 81 to 85. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
Are you in need need of custom screen printing, embroidery, or promotional items? Then look no further and come visit the brand new Legacy Team Sales. LTS is conveniently located off 17th Street next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, Ogio, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
The ambient blue light from street lamps is basically as bad for your sleep as using a smartphone or tablet before bed. It means a judge could end up deciding to split all of your property 50-50 even if you were the one who actually paid for everything. That's why he says all unmarried couples should have a cohabitation contract. A woman who dangles her handbag from the crook of her arm, for example, is seen as confident, self-assured.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license. This will help get the student on their way to obtaining their commercial pilot license. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, or if you know someone that would be, please contact Ocala Aviation Services, 861-7484.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
WOCA AM 1370.
96.3. 96.3 FM.
We are The Source. WOCA. Ocala's information station. 1370.